Welcome back to BHM Garage. Today we're gonna do a fan mod for the Harbor Freight fan, 30-inch fan. We're gonna put some copper coils on it, throw cold water from a little cheap All right, so here's our 30-inch fan from Harbor Freight. We're going to be putting copper coils around the front of it, running it to a small 28 quart cooler with a 200 gallon per hour pump. All right, let's get started. All right, so to start, we're gonna take the front of the fan off to be a little bit easier to get, put the zip ties on and then do the coils. So we'll start taking that off right now. All right, so right here, we are starting off with 1/4 inch, 20 feet copper tubing. We're gonna start at the center of the fan guard, and then we're gonna work our way around. So we'll kind of videotape that and see how it goes. Let's get started. All right, so here's our inlet. We're gonna come in, we zip tie it here, and then here to hold it. We're gonna come through every other post. We're gonna do a zip tie, and then we're gonna come in. Every round is gonna come in every third. So we're gonna have 2 bars spacing it out, and then a third one will have a copper pipe. We do have 40 feet of 1/4 inch copper, so we're gonna try to get as much cooling as we can out of this. And when we're done with this, we'll come back and we'll talk about it some more. All right, so we started at the very bottom down here. We went around with 20 feet. We were able to go almost complete 3 times around. And that's with 20 feet of 1/4 inch copper tubing. Now we're going to connect another 20 foot of 1/4 inch copper tubing. We have a compression fitting that we got from Ace, and pretty much how it goes. So I'll install this and then we'll keep going. So prior to me putting anything on, we did test fit. We sanded down a little bit just to make sure that it was going to fit. So we'll just use this. Yes, I know, probably should use the right tools, but this is what I got. All right, so now I will install this other half just like I did on that one. When you do this, make sure it goes in straight and it's bottomed all the way out inside. all the way in, and then I will put this side as best as I can. All right, so this time I got the right tools. So 1/2 inch for the bigger side, 7/16 for the center, and then same thing, just tighten it down, get it snug. You don't have to over tighten it, just check, make sure it's bottomed out. And then when you're doing this, make sure you don't twist the copper tubing. So, all right, that should be good. And then you can tighten it down if you need to go tighter. You always tighten it down afterwards also. So now we're going to finish up with the going around, and then we'll end up, when we get back to the end, we'll be right back. All right, so welcome back. So way we did it is we went around 7 times with 40 feet of copper tubing. Down the center, we kind of make it a little bit tighter, come around in the inside to make a smooth transition down to go into the cooler. There's not really much airflow in this center, so that's the reason why we didn't really put a lot of copper in here. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put this back on the fan itself, and then we're gonna start dealing with the cooler. We got some mods to do to that. All right, let's get started. All right, so we mounted the fan cover back on. We tested it out, ran the fan on all the settings. There's no shaking, no noises. It was great. So now we're gonna move on to our 28 quart igloo cooler that we're gonna use. So what we're gonna do to this next is we're gonna do an inlet and an outlet for the hoses, and then we're gonna remove this, and then these little knobs right here, little nubs on each side, we're gonna remove these so it's easier to take off the lid to put ice and water and to service it. We're also going to, which we marked for the power cord, we're gonna kind of trim this out as close as we can so we don't let any of the cold air out and to melt the ice even faster. So that's what we're gonna do next, and we'll be right back. Yep. All right. So test fit. Perfect. All right. Go ahead. And then we'll cut it with the hacksaw. Alright, so now we're going to connect the rubber hoses to the copper lines. We're going to use the 1/4 inch ID and 3/8 inch OD. We have some whatever those things are. And then let's do this. Alright, so the ground floor right now is about 100, 101, fluctuating a little bit. Not sure if you can see that. So now let's see what the water is that we were starting off with. Used 2 gallons of ice water and a big chunk of ice, and it is 55 degrees. It's around 52. It's cooling down as it goes. So, all right, well, let's turn this on and make sure we check for leaks. All right, so it's 109.9 degrees in this garage right now. Right now we're showing on the thermal 107, 110. So we're gonna turn the fan on, see what is blowing out, and then we'll turn the AC on to see it. See it already going through. See the purple. All right, you can see some spots. We have it, it's like 100 and, it was 103, now it's like showing anywhere between 70 to 80. It's jumping up and down, depends on where we have it at. So let's turn the fan on and kind of see how it cools down. We do have it on low, lowest setting. So that's what you're gonna hear is the fan on. You will get condensation out of this, so just so you know. But it's better than being hot, where it's 109 in here right now. So we do have it in there, so fan on, still 109.8. It's showing there. You can see all the coils, see that there's cold air coming through it. And then towards the center, they get a little bit warmer. It's doing its job. So we'll come back in about 10 minutes or so. We'll see how it is. That is setting right in front of the fan. Let's see how much it dropped down in about 10 minutes. We'll be back. So here's what we have. We had to change pumps. I'll get you all the information here in a minute. Once the Harbor Freight. So even with that big block of ice, it started to melt down. So we put more ice in there. Keep it cold. Let it cool down. You can see the condensation already on it. And then see the return. It's taking all that warm air, almost like your radiator in your car. So we got condensation going on. See it? So you know it is. You will get that. It's already dropped down almost a degree in just a few minutes. So it is working. Better than being what it is. Alright. So we'll be back in a few and see how it's doing. Alright, so this is after about 12 minutes. It's dropped down about 2.5 degrees, 3 degrees. So, as you can see, we do have a lot of condensation. Should have went in a little bit more right here, kind of where the fan starts. But right now, it's working good. We're gonna show the videos every 30 minutes, maybe every hour. For the next couple hours, kind of see how it goes. We're about 6 feet away from the thermometer, so we'll keep an eye on it and keep posted on it towards the end of the video. Here's what we used. Put it on the ground right here. So we ended up having to go to 620 gallons per hour, and then a max head lift was 11 feet. The other one just wasn't pushing up high enough. This one's pushing up pretty good. You can see it's flowing really well. So we'll next couple of minutes will be just as it goes for the temperature, and